Hello everyone. First of all, I want to apologize for the length of this vlog. I have a lot to say. It's about 3 to 4 pages worth of what I'm going to be reading to you on how to quit a specific addiction involving drinking. And when I say drinking, I don't mean like drinking alcohol, even though that is a legitimate addiction. That's not what I'm going to be talking about today. Basically, I'm going to be talking about how to give up an addiction on, say, soda. Now, I am not a very good example at doing this, and a lot of this that I'm going to be reading you, I have yet to try. However, I will be reading it to you, and possibly later on, I will be trying this out to see just how well I can break my addiction to soda. So, with that in mind, I'd like to start reading this to you. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, well, if you haven't tried this yet, how do you know it's going to work? That's just it. I don't know. Unless I try, I won't know. So, you don't know if you don't try. So with that in mind, I'm going to read this to you. If you're someone who's drinking 8 or more cups of soda pop a day instead of 8 cups of water, then it may be time for a change. Sweetened drinks are one of the substances linked directly to weight gain, which is true, and I've gained a lot of weight because of this. Compromising a good portion of daily calorie intake. A possible explanation is that you are consuming calories without feeling full. Since the weight loss benefits of diet soda have come into question, more and more people are considering giving up the precious pop completely, or soda, or caffeinated drinks, whatever you want to call it. So, if you would like to know more on taking this step on becoming, I guess, a healthier person and, say, banning caffeinated drinks or soda from your life, just keep listening. Don't turn off the video, and I'll read through this and explain to the best of my abilities. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to read here to you is determine why you're quitting soda or a caffeinated drink. There can be several reasons, and any one of them can make living a soda-free life an attractive option. Now, I'm going to read some of your options that you or reasons that you have here. Reducing caffeine intake. Reducing sugar intake, avoid high fructose corn syrup, limiting carbonation, limiting artificial sweeteners, minimizing acid intake. The phosphoric acid present in most dark sodas is detrimental to bone health and softened tooth enamel, which is true. Which is a lot of what I have a problem of because of sodas that are dark, and yet I still drink them. And another option is of course saving money. If you add up how much money you spend on soda in a month, you might have enough for an retirement fund, which I doubt that. It would probably take longer than a month for something like that. But regardless, you're still saving money. The second thing here that I'm going to read is stock up on substitutes. Water is the healthiest and cheapest replacement for soda, but quitting soda cold turkey and making the big switch to water might mean setting yourself up for a failure, which is true, and I've tried that. This part I have tried that. I've tried quitting cold turkey, and I just ended up falling right back to the soda. Now keep in mind, I'm not paid to make this video, and no one's like putting a gun in my head saying that I have to obviously make this video, so I just want to get that clear out of the way. So basically, you might be setting yourself up for failure, and it goes on to say the best way to quit any kind of addiction is to ease your way out of it, which is true. But check your numbers. Some fruit juices have more calories and cost more than soda, which may defeat the goals you just set up. Here are some suggested soda substitutes: flavored water, juice, seltzer, sparkling water basically, juice spritzers, carbonated juices, sports drinks, iced tea, example, iced green tea, minty water with lemon, milk alternatives, soy, almond, hazelnut, hemp, oat, rice, etc. Water with stevia. And in case some of you don't know, stevia is it's a no-calorie sweetener, and I've never tried stevia, but I've heard that it is pretty good. So if I was to try it, I might be able to tell you how that turns out. Now, third step is track your soda consumption, and this is a big part, is tracking your soda consumption, because you want an accurate number of how much soda you're drinking per week. So estimate as accurately as you can how much soda you're drinking per week. This is very important for the next step. And the reason I say this is because if you don't track how much soda you're drinking per week, you won't be able to, if you're trying to lose weight, you won't be able to track how many calories your intake is. Do you drink soda with lunch, at work, in between classes, while you're unwinding in front of the TV? Calculate how many calories you're racking up from soda alone to get the idea of how fizz might be affecting your weight. Like I was saying before, for those that are trying to lose weight or just want to reduce their calorie intake, amongst other things. Calculate how many calories you're supposed to be getting per day and see how much of that you're getting from soda. For many people, this is a powerful observation that might give you the motivation you need to change this habit. Which will make quitting even more difficult because then you'll want to fall right back to the soda. And keep in mind, soda has a lot of salt in it, So the more you drink, the more you crave. And it's like just you're taking and you're drinking salt, and it's not good for you. It's not healthy. So the more you drink, the more you would want of it. Now, this next step is really important too. Buy less and less soda every week. If you drink most of your soda at home, this will be easier to do if the soda isn't purchased. Then you won't feel the urge to drink it when you are at home. Okay? If you drink a lot of soda from vending machines, don't carry a lot of extra change with you. If you carry a lot of extra change around, it may be time to start paying for other items with that change, so you won't have the urge to stick that money in the machine for the soda. So what that means is basically, if you're carrying around a lot of extra change, instead of using that change to buy soda, go buy a water, or go buy a fruit juice, or go buy a sports drink instead. You use that money for an alternative. If somebody who lives with you loves to drink soda, then ask them to hide it so you won't have to drink any. This may seem a little strange, but eventually it'll pay off. In other words, out of sight, out of mind, and if you don't see it, you won't have the urge to drink it. If that makes any sense. Now, I know for some people that's a lot harder to do than what I explained, but I guarantee after a while you'll notice that urge will start to go away. And that just comes from my personal experience. Well, it's different for everyone. So I'll just continue to read. Prepare for, in the sixth step, prepare for caffeine withdrawal, which is true. You will have caffeine withdrawals. For someone who has a caffeine addiction, don't underestimate the power of caffeine, because it's very addictive, and if most of the soda you drink has caffeine, you may experience headaches and other withdrawal symptoms for about a week. Now, in my case, because I'm so addicted to caffeine, even say if this soda had no sugar in it, I would still drink it because of the caffeine, which is a horrible addiction. But the last time I tried to quit drinking soda, the headaches lasted for about 2 weeks straight. So, if that's something that you really want to do, is cut back on the caffeine, and I know that's hard for a lot of people that, rely on drinking a cup of coffee in the morning, or drinking, and that's another substitute, is coffee. Instead of drinking soda, drink coffee. Where was I? Okay, yes. Especially if you cut your soda consumption dramatically. Likewise, if you depend on both caffeine and a sugar fix, that soda pop brings to get to you through the day, and you'll probably feel more tired while your body adjusts to not having carbonated pick-me-ups. And basically what that means is your body's changing back to the way it was before it started relying on caffeine and sugar and all this unnatural additives. If the symptoms get too dramatic, tweak your schedule so that you are weaning yourself off more gradually. Step number 7. Remind yourself what your goal is constantly so you will remember more easily. Write yourself a note that says something along the lines of drink water, drink fruit juice, drink sports drinks, things of that nature. And stick with this note, and stick this note in a place where you're more likely to see it. Avoid negative phrases like, don't drink soda. You only have to tell a 3-year-old not to do something to figure out why that is. This is a phrase that tells you not to do something and has something right in the sentence. Your brain can't help but imagine doing the very thing that you are trying to refrain from. In other words, what that means is you say don't drink soda, you're more than likely to go back and start drinking soda again. Don't do that. So avoid negative phrases. And let's see. One very effective way to remember that 20-ounce bottle of soda is the equivalent of 17 teaspoons of straight sugar is to fill empty bottles with that amount of sugar and keep them in places you'd normally drink soda, the fridge, at your desk, etc. Now, the thing with this is by doing that, you're likely to draw ants. So my suggestion would be, don't put it at your desk or places you know that could potentially draw ants or other insects. The fridge would be okay, but make sure if you do that, you have the lid on tight. I mean, you wouldn't want any mishaps. If you normally drink from the can, find out how much sugar is in each can, put it in a Ziploc bag, and drape it over the top of an empty can. The sight of all that sugar can be a sobering reminder of what you're really trying to avoid. So, in that sense, if you're trying to quit soda because you don't want to drink any more sugar, that would help. Step number 8. Calculate how much sugar is in a particular bottle or can. To do so, look on the nutrients label for how many grams of sugar are on per serving. And when they say nutrients label, they're talking about this little diagram on the back here. So, and most people already know that. If you have a scale, weigh out that amount of sugar. You can also remember that there are about 4 grams of sugar per level teaspoon. Repeat for every serving that there is in the container. Check the label and you'll see how much sugar you're consuming with each bottle or can. Now, some tips I have here and warnings. Tips. Buy a refillable water bottle when you have something you can grab and go, even if it's to another room. It helps a great deal, so you're not tempted to grab soda. Drink water more often. If you used to drink soda for supper, then replace your soda can with a glass of water. This way, you'll be starting a healthier habit. If you want something sweet or a snack, try fruit for a healthy option, or a cookie or two. Fruit contains important nutrients, and even cookies do not carry do not carry as great of a health risk as soda. Remember, drinking soda pop once in a long while is okay. Everything in moderation, and that's the important thing there. Moderation is key. So once in a great while, soda's okay, but don't be drinking like 12 cans a day, which is the equivalent of 96 ounces of soda. So it's just really bad for your health. If you get the urge to drink a soda, do something constructive. Then when you are busy, the time will fly until, say, till you get thirsty enough to appreciate some tea or water. Another good substitute is a refillable water bottle with an herbal or fruit flavored tea bag. No boiling necessary, just put the tea bag in, fill it with water, and by the time you get to work, you'll have flavorful, no calorie, no sugar, no artificial ingredients drink. Put a water cooler in your home. Don't drink any energy drinks like Monster, like Rockstar. Those types of energy drinks, or even Red Bull, because they are just as addictive and unhealthy as soda. Try seltzer water as substitutes. It has the same can and fizz to mimic your soda habit, with less cost and no unhealthy ingredients. Also try, I believe this is xylitol. Despite its chemical sounding name, it's a natural sweetener, which I never knew this, and it's made from plant fiber. So that pretty much does it for the tips. Now, there are some warnings here that I am going to read to you. Now, keep in mind, this information that I've read to you, I found on a website, and I will put the link down below. That way, you have a good idea of what I'm talking about. Most of the stuff I have well, I wouldn't say I've tried, but there are some things in here that I will be trying and see if it helps. But regardless, most of the damage that has already been done to me. So my advice is take what you learn from me and use it to your benefit. Now on to warnings. In any case, that you drink or eat between meals feeds the bacteria in your mouth. After the bacteria digest the food substance, they excrete acid on your teeth. This acid causes tooth decay. So please limit all food and drinks other than water between meals. Now, a lot of you probably don't want to believe that, but it's true, and I'm learning that the hard way from experience. So, you know, that's just something that I would definitely follow. Another warning: though fruit juice is healthier than soda, one should try to avoid drinking too much of it, as it does contain slightly more sugar than regular soda. The sugar contained in orange juice is a healthier sugar than that in soda, but still should be taken in moderation. No more than 1 glass per day. and a piece of fruit rather than juice is healthier. If you would like to drink sports drinks, be careful. Sports drinks have electrolytes your body needs after exercising, but if you drink them when you haven't been working out, excessive electrolytes aren't good for you. So basically what that means is you can actually have an overdose of electrolytes. So you're all probably now wondering, well, I guess, why did you read all this, and what is the point of this? Well, the point is I have an entire bag sitting over there of this stuff, empty, and when a person drinks 12 to 13 cans of this a day, and I was drinking a whole lot more of that in the past. I was drinking up to 2 to 3 2 liters of soda a day, and since then I'm now down to 2 to 3 cans a day. Now, keep in mind, over a week period, that adds up. So I'm looking for ways to reduce this, and the only advice and suggestions I can give to people is that drinking soda is not good for you, and you really should cut back. I only know this from experience, and it's what I'm learning and what I've learned pretty much. So, I mean, if you have any suggestions, comments, I guess concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you think that this advice isn't accurate, feel free to correct me too. I'm only going off of one website that I got this information off of. In the last video that I was talking about snobbery, I didn't pull that information off a website yet. Most of that I did find the information, but it wasn't from a website. It was from a book, and I typed up most of it. So I don't know what else to say. I mean, just try this advice. If it works for you, congratulations. If you have any concerns, like I said, feel free to leave a message. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. And thank you again for watching my video. And I'll see you in the next one.